What is up, everybody? JT Dangerously once again. I am back for my Week 12 college football predictions. Now, Week 11 is in the books, and it was a crazy Week 11. Now we're into Week 12 of the college football season. We're only 2 weeks away from championship week and also the college football playoff and bowl predictions. Now, our record finishing up a crazy, wild Week 11 where we saw the number 1 team fall and the number 3 team fall. We went 8-2. So our overall record through 11 weeks of college football predictions on this channel, we are 77-33. So we're coming in hot. Our first winning record since Week 8 after 2 weeks of going 5-5. We got back on track with these games going 8-2. So hopefully in this video, we're on a 1 week winning streak. Hopefully we're going to make it 2. Hopefully. Now, before I begin, I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching all the videos up until this point on the channel, especially last week's college football predictions. You guys showed up in my video with over 96 views. You guys super kicked that like button twice, and we had over 20 comments from you fantastic college football fans representing your team. We saw some Texas Longhorns fans. We saw the Miami Hurricanes fans in the comment section below. So again, thank you guys for showing up, representing your team in the comments, and representing your picks in the comments as well. So hopefully in this video you will do the same by showing your love by watching the video, super kicking that like button, and representing your teams and your comments in the and your picks in the comment section down below. Now, this is the 4th video of 5 that will be up on the channel today. There will be 2 videos up today. If you have not checked out my 3 videos that I put up on Monday, definitely go check them out. My NXT TakeOver War Games predictions, my Survivor Series 2017 predictions, and my New Japan Pro Wrestling World Tag League predictions. If you have not checked those out, definitely go check them out. Now, right after this, I'll have my Week 11 NFL predictions. So there will be 2 videos up today total. Hopefully you guys will be able to watch all 5 videos this week. Now, we are at 250 subscribers now on the channel, so I do want to thank you guys so very much for supporting. To new subscribers, thank you guys for super kicking that subscribe button, and welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. It's great to have you guys here. And to my longtime subscribers, thank you guys for sticking around, supporting the channel, and as always, killing it. Now, this is your first time watching my channel as a first-time viewer, and this is your first video. Boy, you picked a good one if you're a college football fan like myself. Welcome to the Dangerous Alliance. I am JT Dangerously, and welcome to the club, because this club is just to whoop, whoop. Again, thank you guys so very much. Now, other than that, let's get right into these Week 12 college football predictions. Now, these are 10 random games this week, just like last week, so I hope you guys do enjoy. Now, let's start off with the first matchup. It is a rivalry battle featuring the Midshipmen of Navy facing the now number 9th ranked Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Now, this is the 91st meeting between the Midshipmen and the Fighting Irish, with Notre Dame leading the all-time series 76-13-1. Now, Navy won the last meeting in 2016, and Notre Dame is looking to win for the first time in 2 years. Now, Navy's coming off a big win over SMU on Saturday. They're coming in 6-3. They're already going to be in a bowl this year, maybe one of those Armed Forces Bowl or a military bowl, but Navy is coming in pretty solid this year, coming out of the American Athletic Conference at 6-3. Then on the other side, you have the number 9th ranked Notre Dame Fighting Irish, who are coming off a thumping. They got rocked by the Miami Hurricanes on Saturday. They just fell apart at the seams on Saturday against Miami, and it was just shocking to see. Whitehurst did not have his great game. They had 4 turnovers in that game. Brian Kelly definitely went against a huge buzzsaw, and that is the Miami Hurricanes. So coming from me in this first matchup, man, this one's really tough because I got a lot of respect for the Midshipmen of Navy when it comes to Army-Navy in December. And Notre Dame's coming off a big loss, and they're looking to rebound and stay relevant in the college football playoffs. So coming from me in this matchup, I am taking the number 9th ranked Notre Dame Fighting Irish to defeat the Midshipmen of Navy. And now the next matchup, an SEC battle featuring the Kentucky Wildcats facing the now number 7th ranked Georgia Bulldogs. Now the Kentucky Wildcats are coming in 7-3 after getting a big win over Vanderbilt on Saturday. They're looking good. They're also bowl eligible with 7 wins. They're definitely having a great year this year in the SEC East. Then on the other side, you have the number 7th ranked Georgia Bulldogs, who are coming off their first loss of the season on the road on Saturday against Auburn. Auburn just took them to school. Nick Chubb only had like 20 plus yards and a touchdown. That's it. That's all the offense they had in that game. Jake Fromm just did not have a great game, and they've definitely fell from the number 1 position to the now number 7th position. So Georgia definitely fell the biggest in Week 12 after that loss to Auburn, and they're definitely looking to get back on track. They're definitely going to be representing the East in the SEC championship. So coming from me in this SEC battle, this one's going to be a really, really good one. I can see Kentucky giving them a fight, but coming from me, I'm going to take the number 7th ranked Georgia Bulldogs to get back on track and defeat a very tough Kentucky Wildcats team in a close one. And now the next matchup, a Pac-12 battle featuring the Utah Utes facing the now number 16th ranked Washington Huskies. Now the Utah Utes are coming off a tough loss to the Washington State Cougars on Saturday, nearly pulling off the upset, but they're coming in 5-5. They're a win away from bowl eligibility. So when it comes to these 5-5 teams looking to win by any means to get that 6th win, they'll do whatever it takes to win. Then on the other side of the number 16th ranked Washington Huskies are coming off a embarrassing loss to a very good Stanford team on Friday night. They just fell short in winning that game. They were down most of that game, and they tried to come back late but fell short. Now Washington being in the Pac-12 North, they're looking to go on to be facing the Pac-12 South champion USC Trojans in the Pac-12 championship. So they're definitely looking for a rebound after that embarrassing loss to Stanford on Friday. So coming from me in this Pac-12 battle, ooh, man. I'm going to go with the number 16th ranked Washington Huskies to defeat a very good Utah Utes team. And now the next matchup, an American Athletic Conference battle featuring the SMU Mustangs, facing the now number 18th ranked Memphis Tigers. Now the SMU Mustangs are coming off a very tough loss to the Midshipmen of Navy on Saturday. They're coming in 6-4, so they're going to be in a bowl this year. But they're looking to play spoiler to maybe the best team in the American Athletic West Conference in Memphis. Now Memphis is coming in 8-1. They're ranked number 18th in the top 25, so they're looking good. They're maybe the front runners to win the American Athletic West Division and face whoever wins the East between USF and UCF. So coming from me in this American Athletic Conference battle, man, this one's really tough. This one's a really tough one. SMU is a really good team. They gave TCU a run for their money in that Iron Skillet matchup. But coming from me, and I picked against Memphis a couple times in my predictions this year, I'm going to take the number 18th ranked Memphis Tigers to defeat the SMU Mustangs. And now the next matchup. It is an ACC battle featuring the Virginia Cavaliers facing the now number 2 ranked team in the college football world, the Miami Hurricanes. Now, the Virginia Cavaliers are coming in 6-4 this season in the ACC Coastal Division. They are a pretty solid team. They're already bowl eligible, so they're looking to play spoiler in the Coastal Division against the Coastal champions. Now, on the other side, you have the Miami Hurricanes. Are coming off the best blowout game I saw in week 11, knocking off Notre Dame. The turnover chain was off the chain in that game for Miami with 4 turnovers. Rozier Jr. had a great game. Delvin Homer had a great running game. He must have saw a donut or something, because Homer doesn't mess around when it comes to donuts. So this Miami team, I gotta say, is legit. The U is back, baby, and I'm telling you right now, with any team they have left, I know they have Pittsburgh next week, and then they have the ACC championship game against the ACC Atlantic champion Clemson. I'm going to tell you right now, Clemson, do not take this Hurricanes team lightly, because they will shred you guys. Because I don't think anybody even expected Notre Dame to just lay an egg against Miami. I know a lot of people were picking Notre Dame to win, but there's some loyal and true Miami Hurricanes fans in my comment section that just were so ecstatic to see Miami win this game, and I'm happy for them. Guys like Eric Birch, one of my subscribers and commenters who's been a U fan for a long time, definitely was happy to see them win. And this Miami team deserves to be at number 2 right now, because they are the best team in the ACC right now. No offense to Clemson, but Miami is the real deal. So coming from me in this ACC battle, I'm going to take the number 2 ranked Miami Hurricanes to defeat the Virginia Cavaliers. And now the next matchup, a Big 12 battle featuring the number 11th ranked TCU Horned Frogs facing the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Now the TCU Horned Frogs are coming off a very bitter loss to my Oklahoma Sooners on Saturday. Kenny the Trill Hill had a pretty okay game, but that Oklahoma offense, as you already know, is a juggernaut, and they deserve to be the number 3 team in the top 25 right now. And TCU just ran into a buzzsaw when it comes to Oklahoma, because Oklahoma has a great quarterback who's going to win the Heisman this year in Baker Mayfield. Great running game, great talented tight ends, and a great defense. So TCU is looking to keep in pace with Oklahoma to see who will be representing the Big 12 Conference in their Big 12 championship game. Then on the other side of the Texas Tech Red Raiders are coming in 5-5, another team that's looking to win to get bowl eligible this year. Cliff Kingsbury definitely is going to need a big-time win this season. He hasn't had a lot of big-time wins this season, that's for sure, because I know, he beat West Virginia, yes, but he hasn't beat a top team, and this would be a big opportunity for Cliff Kingsbury to keep his job at Texas Tech. So coming from me in this matchup, man, this one's tough because Texas Tech has given me problems when it comes to my predictions. So coming from me in this matchup, I'm taking the TCU Horned Frogs, the number 11th ranked TCU Horned Frogs, to defeat the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And now the next matchup, another Big 12 battle featuring the Kansas State Wildcats facing the now number 10th ranked Oklahoma State Cowboys. Now the Kansas State Wildcats are coming in 5-5. They're looking to get another win to get bowl eligible for Bill Snyder, their coach, Hall of Fame coach. They're still a really good team in the Big 12. I mean, they're not in the race. They're not in the race to be in the Big 12 championship, but they can also pose as a spoiler. And usually with these 5-5 teams, they always want to fight for that one win they need to be bowl eligible. Then on the other side, you have the Oklahoma State Cowboys, who are coming off a marathon matchup with a very good Iowa State team. They were down in that game, but they came back and won 49-42. No doubt that Oklahoma State is looking to get back to the Big 12 championship and face, my Oklahoma Sooners, after that shootout we had a few weeks ago in Bedlam. So coming from me in this Big 12 showdown, this one's a really, really tough one. I'm going to take the number 10th ranked Oklahoma State Cowboys to defeat the Kansas State Wildcats. And now the next matchup. It is a Big 10 battle featuring the Nebraska Cornhuskers facing the now number 13th ranked Penn State Nittany Lions. Now the Nebraska Cornhuskers are coming into this season not having their best season. They're 4-6 with 2 games to go. They're looking to get at least bowl eligible, but it is a stretch because this Nebraska team is just not cooking on all cylinders right now in the Big 10 Conference in the Big 10 West Division. Then on the other side of the Penn State Nittany Lions are coming off a big win at home against Rutgers. They're coming in with only 2 losses with 8 wins, so they're looking good. Trevor McSorley had a pretty good game at quarterback position. Shaquan Barkley had a pretty okay game against Rutgers. Not his 100-yard games. It was maybe 26 yards and 2 touchdowns, but big time win in the Big 10 East. The Big 10 East is anybody's right now. It's either going to be Michigan, it's either going to be Ohio State, it's either going to be Penn State. So one of those 3 teams is going to be representing the Big 10 East in the Big 10 Championship in Indianapolis. So coming from me in this Big 10 battle, again, I don't see Nebraska giving as much as a fight because, again, Big Red is just not what they used to be anymore. This team is not what they used to be in the Big 12 when they were national champions. So coming from me, I am taking the number 13th ranked Penn State Nittany Lions to defeat the Nebraska Cornhuskers. We are Penn State. And now the next matchup. It is the Big 10 battle, which College Game Day will be at this week. It is the number 19th ranked Michigan Wolverines heading to Madison to face the number 5th ranked Wisconsin Badgers. Now the Michigan Wolverines are coming in 8-2. They're ranked number 19th in the top 25. Jim Harbaugh is looking to knock off a very good Wisconsin team and get a legitimate win this season. I mean, he has got some big wins, but to knock off a really talented Wisconsin team would definitely put a pretty good notch on his resume. Then on the other side, you have the Wisconsin Badgers who knocked off Iowa on Saturday to clinch the Big 10 Big 10 West Division, so they'll be representing in the Big 10 Championship. Now, being 10-0, this team has not been appreciated like they should be. This team is really good on offense and on defense. They have that great running back. I think Jonathan Taylor is a sleeper pick to get to New York City for the Heisman Trophy presentation. At number 5, if any of those top 4 teams lose, Wisconsin they control their own destiny. They beat Michigan. if they win the next 2 games, if they win the next 1 or 2 games, they will be in one of those college football playoff matchups. So coming from me in this matchup, this huge Big Ten battle, this one's going to be really good. It's Jim Harbaugh against this very good Wisconsin offense and fantastic defense, and it's just a team that's not getting looked at, and it's surprising because they're 10-0, and nobody's looking at them as a legitimate threat, but they will soon. So coming from me in this matchup, I am taking the number 5 ranked Wisconsin Badgers to defeat the number 19th ranked Michigan Wolverines. And now the final matchup of Week 12. It is a Pac-12 rivalry battle, and it's the battle for the victory bell. It is the UCLA Bruins facing the 12th ranked USC Trojans. Now, this is the 87th meeting between the Trojans and the Bruins, with USC leading the all-time series 48, 31, and 7. Now, USC has won the last 2 meetings against UCLA in this rivalry, and UCLA is looking to win for the first time in 3 years. Now, starting off with UCLA, they're coming off a big win over Arizona State on Saturday. They're coming in 5-5, another 5-5 team looking to get bowl eligible with a big-time win. And UCLA wants to end this 3-year drought against a very good UCLA team. And then on the other side, you have the number 12th ranked USC Trojans, who are coming off a big win over Colorado on Saturday, in which they clinch the Pac-12 South. So they'll be so USC is in the Pac-12 championship game. Sam Darnold's had a great game in that game, and all around USC is getting back on track, and they just need to win this big Pac-12 championship game. They'll be maybe in the Rose Bowl once again. So coming from me in the battle for the victory bell, I am taking, this one's a good one. I've seen a few of these victory bell matches in the past when Reggie Bush and the 05 USC Trojans were here against UCLA. UCLA is really hard to trust because, again, it's either you're going to have a good UCLA team or a bad UCLA team. It's a complete toss-up. So coming from me in this matchup, I am taking the number 12th ranked USC Trojans to defeat the UCLA Bruins. And those are my Week 12 college football predictions. Now, I hope you guys did enjoy these predictions. Comment below, who do you have winning all the games this week in Week 12? Let me know in the comment section below with your picks. As always, represent your team. If you're a college football fan, represent your team in the comment section as well. And if you want to put your picks up, by all means, put them up. Let's have a conversation about them. Of course, I'm always on to see your comment, like it, and of course, reply right back to you, because comments are absolutely always welcome on this channel. Now, I do want to thank you guys so very much for watching these this Week 12 college football predictions this week. Now, before you go, you can never forget to do this. That like button, comment, share with your friends. Of course, super kick that like button like only you guys can. Of course, you can never forget to do this as well. That subscribe button, become part of this bigger and dangerous Lions. And I will see you guys later today for my Week 11 NFL predictions. Later days, and peace.